Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. A riddle, wrapped in a mystery, inside an enigma analysis. http ntvforex.com News ID 8 ad 6b 1812 2020 10:20 4 am US Overview. Winston Churchill's reply to questions about what Russia would do next are particularly relevant at this juncture of the recovery. Real GDP declined at its fastest pace on record during the second quarter, with output tumbling at a 32.9% annual rate. While a decline of that magnitude would normally stoke fear into the minds of forecasters, consumers, and business owners, the drop seems like old news today, as it was widely anticipated and overshadowed by more recent data that show the economy has been on the mend since mid to late April. Furthermore, deconstructing GDP and matching that with the latest economic data suggest real GDP will rocket back in the current quarter. The most stunning rebound has been consumer spending on goods, which has recovered its entire recession drop and is now about 5% ahead of its February pre-pandemic level. Goods purchases have been bolstered by the shift to working remotely, which has lifted demand for furniture, electronics, and home accessories. Motor vehicle sales have also risen. With many factories closed in April and May, inventories have plunged. The inventory swing is boosting factory orders and driving rebounds in manufacturing and logistics, now evident in the ISM surveys. This summer's resurgence in virus cases led to a lull in most measures of consumer activity during July. While this quarter should certainly be stronger than the last, the fourth quarter remains a bit of a mystery. Q4 GDP growth will be dependent on continued declines in new COVID-19 cases and a rebound in consumer engagement in August and September. NBSP International Overview Global Growth Outlook looking mildly more positive. The level of economic activity remains depressed in most major economies, but a gradual recovery continues to take hold. The rebound in the Eurozone has gathered momentum over the summer, and the Chinese economy looks increasingly likely to eke out modestly positive growth for 2020. In Canada, the story is similar, as data suggest the level of activity is depressed but the trend is headed in the right direction. Canada has recovered a bit more than half of the jobs it lost during March and April, compared to about 42% in the United States. Unfortunately, not all economies are on the upswing. Mexico's economy remains in a difficult place as the country grapples with its still robust spread of COVID-19. With few signs of a meaningful fiscal stimulus on the way, the country may not see as much of a rebound in economic growth in H2 2020. At a more macro level, our thematic expectations for the global economy over the next 12 months largely remain intact. The negative output gaps in most economies are large, and it will be a long slog before they are fully closed. But, some of the worst-case economic scenarios envisioned back in March and April have been avoided thus far, fought off by historic monetary and fiscal policy responses. If the economic recovery can continue over the next couple of quarters, we believe steady progress on the public health front can help keep the economic momentum going into 2021. But, the unpredictability and potential severity of COVID-19 outbreaks around the world still remain a risk to our forecast. NBSP download the full monthly economic outlook. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.